Hey guys, just a little short video, just a bit of a catch up on the Triumph really, and possibly a final video on it for a while because I've got lots to do. Yeah, so I thought I'd just quickly go through some of the temporary changes I've done. Oh, I think it looks better. Bit better than what it did when it first rolled in here. So let's grab the camera and have a look. Blue's going to help tonight as well, and it is tonight. It's getting dark outside now. You helping, Blue? Hey? No, don't attack the camera. It's the only one I've got. Right, where were we? As you can see, I've removed that huge Speedo. Big Ben, I called it. All right, I know all you clever people out there, Big Ben was the name of the bell in the clock. Before you all jump on me. Anyway, that has gone. I have got another one coming. And what is it? I think it's about 50 mil, so it's quite small. But I've got my sat nav on there at the moment just for the speed. And I am going away for a couple of days tomorrow on the bike. So that's one of the things that's getting changed, because I didn't like that Speedo at all, and the rim of it was a bit beat up. I've got a little bar end mirror on here at the moment, and it's actually surprisingly good. Got pretty good vision in that. I didn't think I would, but it's not too bad at all. I've just done that because, yeah, I sort of didn't like the great big sort of bugs antenna thing sticking up. It was sort of spoiling the look of the bike a bit. So I've gone for that for now. Like I say, everything I'm doing on this is sort of temporary. I've still got the ignition switched on, like an idiot. As you can see, I blacked this. Again, I'm not a fan of this panel here at all. I've just put a bit of black on it to calm it down. I'm still not sure what direction the bike's going in, but whatever direction it goes in, that panel is not staying. Whether it's a tank change or a tidy up underneath there, it's not that bad actually, but it'd need sort of flushing out a bit and the brackets cutting off. But yeah, it's black for now just to calm it down so it looked terrible. I'm not a massive fan of too much chrome. As you can see, we've lowered it by quite a lot, and I've been out and I've done just over 100 miles on this bike, and the clearance is fine. I've had no bottoming out. I did have one little scrape going around a tight corner once, but I know my limits now, so I'm all right with that. As you've seen on the previous Triumph video, we've done the back light just to improve that great big hideous thing that was on it. We've blacked the mudguard brackets to sort of get rid of a bit more chrome. Again, that's just a temporary finish. It's just done with a rattle can. So until I make up my mind, I'm just messing about with how it looks. I've got some little indicators under here. They're not the best. I could do with some brighter ones, to be honest, but again, get some small ones. I was going to put them in here, but the threaded section on the indicators wasn't quite long enough, so I've just stuck a hole in these and banged them under there. If I change my mind, I can weld that hole up, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, the shocks, to be honest, they were just some cheapo ones off eBay, but for what they are, they're all right. If I was to go in the direction of keeping the bike with rear suspension, I would get some better quality ones, to be honest, just for peace of mind. I think you all seen that I'd shortened the exhaust pipes. We put these baffles in the end. Again, they're off eBay, and they're the correct size, and they've worked out really good, and they just fix with one little bolt underneath. Are you all right there, Blue? What else have we done? I did take all the exhausts off and clean them up although they've golden up a bit again now, which I don't mind. Reason being, I changed the nuts on there because they were looking like they could give me a spot of bother taking them off, but they was all right, and I've replaced them with little domed head nuts. We blacked the fork bottoms because I didn't like the silver, it looked a bit naff, and the forks have been shortened in a real simple way. These forks have got great big long spaces at the top. All I've done for now was shorten that spacer by 2 inches. The headlight, again, just rattle can black. I'm doing all this with rattle cans just to basically mess about with the looks of it. Like I say, if I end up sort of continuing with the way it is and not chopping it up too much, everything I've blacked will come off and it'll get powder coated. I've put the little indicators in here. It's seen just the simplest option, and then you've instantly hid all the wiring in there. The sat nav is actually powering up off the old Speedo light. In the original Speedo, it had 2 light feeds into there, so I've just for now wired that up to one of them. But like I say, the little Speedo will be here soon. I may just throw in a little video of putting that on. I don't know if it's got to be calibrated or anything like that, but it comes with the proper fitting for the Triumph Speedo drive. So instead of a great big cable coming up here, it'll be just a real thin wire, which will be nice and easy to hide. Yes, I got rid of the footboards, as you know. Main reason, I didn't like the look of them. Yes, some people prefer them, I get all that, but I just prefer the look of them. Although, you know, if we did keep these and continue down sort of this path, I would black all the chrome out. And you know, I changed that sprocket cover, which was a bit naff. That's now hanging up that way. It'll probably end up on eBay one day, who knows. What else we done? Oh, I had the back wheel out. I tidied all the hub up, so that was a bit of a mess, and I give the sprocket a bit of a coat of paint just to tidy it all up, and I scrubbed all the nuts up and everything just to freshen it up a bit, really. Again, I think probably over the winter I will strip the wheels out anyway. I reckon I'd prefer the rims and the hubs black and keep the spokes polished, because they are actually stainless, which is a brilliant start. What else we done? I think that's about it, isn't it? Oh yeah, I say I'd change these. I will change these, but again, I've got nothing set in concrete of what I'm going to do to it, but I may make my own full exhaust system and just make it a bit prettier. I don't know yet, and do it all out of stainless. We will see. And as for the colour as well, I know it is actually a really, really nice red, but I think I'd prefer something sort of toned down a bit. Probably like a dark metallic grey or something like that. I don't know. It's all just ideas at the moment. So what else? I think that's about it. It's about it. So we haven't done a great deal, but I think it really has changed the look of the bike. Oh, I trimmed this as well. I know, not the best of ideas, because obviously we've now got a bare edge there, but as you know, the paintwork, although it probably looks pretty from a distance, it's got marks all over the place, so it would have a repaint anyway. I was saying that'd be a good, probably a good time to do something with what's under there. So it just, you know, it was a nice flush tank. When you take this off, the filler cap sits far too high, so I could probably cut that out and put a different one in. That's no big problem at all. And then maybe with these lights, Maybe like some of the old bikes, I'll put them in the headlight bowl. Who knows? It doesn't need a clock, that'll be gone. In the bins it don't even work. But yeah, it's different. It's getting there, and I've actually really enjoyed messing about with it actually. I'll say all the black and everything's temporary. That will get powder coated if I continue down that route. Who knows? I'm still very undecided. I really am. It's kind of growing on me. I didn't think it would, but it really has. Down the country lanes, it's cracking. You just sat there in comfort, plodding along, and it's really enjoyable actually. On the motorway, I don't think it's so clever. Yeah, bear in mind it's only an 800 or 7.9, whatever it is, I can't remember. So, you know, you sort of your 60, 65 mile an hour upwards takes a bit of winding up. So if you're sitting behind cars that are doing probably, you know, 55, 60, 65, and then you want to overtake them, you've got to make sure nothing's coming at all, because it does take a bit to accelerate from them speeds and get past. It's not struggling, it just, I guess, I've been used to 1000cc Japanese bikes, so it does seem a bit gutless on the motorways. But like I say, on the country lanes, it's cracking, it's comfortable. My legs are stretched out a bit more on it. Big comfy seat. It's probably not the best looking seats, but it's comfortable. And your arms seem to be in a nice place. Yeah, it's good fun. And like I say, it is growing on me. So it's kind of making my decision a bit tougher, but we will see. I'd love to go all out on it and really go for a full-on custom build, but like I say, I am totally undecided at this point. But all I've been doing up till now with these jobs, like I say, they're all temporary. It's only been done with rattle cans and things like that, just to get an idea of the looks and how I would go if I was to leave it sort of in this style. But it's not going anywhere anytime soon, so it'll be hanging around, and I'll keep looking at it and I'll keep deciding, and we'll see where we go. I say, it is growing on me. But not on the motorways. I don't like it on the motorways. Yeah. It'd be great as a second bike. I suppose, believe it or not, for years and years and years and years and years and years, I've always had 1000cc Japanese bikes. Some sports bikes, GSXRs, R1s, GSXs, you know, the Honda. I've always had bikes like that for doing me touring on and stuff like that, and it's really nice to have that power there. Not that I ride like a maniac, but it's, you know, it's a bit of power can actually get you out of trouble as well. So that on the motorway is a bit of a letdown, because I've been used to them sort of bikes. But, you know, I suppose it could be something I got used to. I don't know. I think if I left it like this, it would be fantastic as a second bike, and just see how it goes. I know what I'm like. I'll probably end up doing a full-on custom to it, but I'm not saying I'm going to at this point. We will see. I'm going to sort of leave it as it is at the moment, get a bit of enjoyment out of it for what summer we've got left. I am off on a bit of a trip on it tomorrow, so I should be putting probably between 300 and 400 miles up it over the next couple of days. So that'll probably give me more of an idea where I will go with it. Who knows? we'll see after that trip whether I want to chop it up, throw it off a cliff, or keep it as it is. We will see. But yeah, it's growing on me. It really is. I didn't think it would. It's a country lane plodder. That's what it is. But I think if I continued, it could actually make it start looking much nicer. You know, if I made my own pipes, we'll black the rims and the hubs, get everything powder coated properly, get it painted again. We'll have the engine out because I think I'd prefer to see that black, and then sort of polish the edges of the fins like the later engine, and just stuff like that really. Yeah, who knows. Anyway, I guess you want to hear it. I don't know how well it's going to sound on camera, but when you're thumping along down the road, it actually sounds really nice. Everybody who's been out with me says it sounds brilliant, but I don't know how that's going to come across on camera. We will see. Also, with my few days away, I'm going to take the camera and film a bit. It's just a couple of days with some good friends and just relaxing and riding and having a bit of fun. So I'll probably film some of that. So if I do some footage going down the road, you'll probably hear it better. But I'm going to start it up. I know what's going to happen. Blue's going to come rushing in and he's going to attack it. All of a sudden, Blue has decided he wants to attack every bike that starts up, which is not a very good hobby, really. Anyway, let's see. It'll only be short as well because it's a bit late. I'm either doing these sort of videos either too late or too early. Get ready for Blue. Hey! Hey! Stop it! Stop it! You'll pop me down tyres. That'll do. Oh, both of you are doing it. Pack it in. Don't teach that little one your bad habits. Come here. You have gone crazy. Anybody want a feral dog? You're balmy, and you are. What an handful. There we go. So there we go. I'm going to leave it at that. Watch this space. Watch this space. You'll probably spot bits on it that are a bit untoward, like the shock bolts ain't right and things like that. I'm aware of all these little things, and obviously whatever way it goes, all that will be corrected. So yeah, so there we go. Just a little update. Next video will be a toss-up between the progress that I've been getting on with Dan's. We've took some huge step forwards with that, so we'll get some good videos flowing on that now. And my little trip away tomorrow for a couple of days. Whatever comes first. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys.